praise to Yahweh Shem Al Shai Shem Rakakwadash Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of you elect out there. Shalom to y'all. And I'm gonna entitle this video Hosea 1 verse 10, different verses or parallel verses. So you go to put the precept in, you hit comment, you're gonna get commentary. You hit study, which is more comment. Audio, I haven't used this, but it'll read this actual, book to you, or the verse. You got Hebrew, lexicon, Strong's. Then you got parallel translations, cross references, commentary, lexicon. Now, first, I want to do this. So let's read Hosea 1 verse 10 in context. So this is Hosea 1 verse 9 to 11. This is from the Berean Standard Bible. And Yahweh said, name him Lo Amai, or Lo Ami, which in the Hebrew is La'a Aimyah, which means not my people. If you look it up, Lo Ami or Lo Amai is not Hebrew for not my people. For you are not my people, and I am not your God. So who is he talking to here? We can go to the commentary. Matter of fact, well, I'll come back to that. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me take this tab, pull it over here. Put it right over here. Okay, so Hosea. I'll do it this way. I'll go 10, then I'll go back a verse. Who is he telling? What people? Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and do this. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be the sand of the sea, that shall not be measured or numbered. This is from the King James. And it shall come to pass in the place where it was said, ye not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye the sons of the living God, power. Okay, let me see. Let's go to the Benson commentary. Though the Most High cast off the 10 tribes, well, ultimately, it's talking about all the tribes coming together. Yet he will, in due time, supply their loss. Ultimately, going to bring the two kingdoms together, which is happening where? Here. Bringing in great numbers of true Israelites into the church, or the believers, the elect. Not only the Jews, or let's say Judah, but also the Gentiles. Those are talking about Israelites. So the commentator went off on that. And making them who before were strangers to the covenant of promise, fellow heirs. Those are Israelites with the Jews. Romans 9:25 to 26. As he said also in Hosea, so we're reading out of Hosea, or Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. Those are Israelites, because he turned his back on us. Let's go to 1 Peter 2 and 10. Really start at 9, which in time past were not a people, but are now people of God, which are the Israelites. Most High turned his back against us. which had not obtained mercy because we were under the curses, but now have obtained mercy. So let me come to the ninth verse. Okay, let me go to Ellicott's comment. Closest to chapter in a Hebrew text, the episode above describes is, in some particulars, the model of Ezekiel 16, Gomer's child, Lo Ami, not my people, is type of utter and final repudiation. Let me read the verse. Hosea 1 verse 9. Then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Lo Ami was given to the Israelites. The Most High changed his name. You're not Israelites, you are not my people. That's your new name. That's why it goes on to say, but ultimately you are gonna be my people, and you're gonna be called the Israelites, the people of the Most High, in this particular place. So now let's come on back. Let's come to the parallel, the various or different verses. Hosea 1 and 10, new NLT, new. And I'm sorry, NIV, New International Version. You have the Israelites. Now the 9th verse, he said, you're not my people. Who is he talking to? The Israelites. Yet the Israelites will be like the sand of the seashore, which cannot be measured or counted. And the place, where's that place? We know it to be America. This truth came out of America. Didn't come out of Papua New Guinea. It didn't come out of Cape Verde. Didn't come out of Haiti. It didn't come out of what is that place? Naomi. I forget. Nairobi. If I'm saying it right? Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. There it goes. And it's not going to come out of Japan. It's not going to come out of China, Hong Kong, Taiwan. It's not going to come out of Manitoba. It's not going to come out of St. Petersburg, Russia. It's going to come out of America, but it's going to, in particular, it's going to come out of New York. Think of Abba Bivens. Elijah coming back. Reincarnation is biblical for the ones of you that are new. So that the place is important. The place is important. The place is also mentioned in Revelation 12. It says, which cannot be measured or counted, but in the place, America. For all prophets of the Lord know that they're supposed to be in America, talking to the Israelites, potentially the elect, hopeful elect, not going around the world on some, world tour. Where it was said to them, you are not my people. Didn't vocab saying, oh no, you're not the people. The small hats, when we say that we're the people, when we identify ourselves with the people, what do they say about us? That we're anti-Semitic. How can we be anti-Semitic? We're saying we're Semitic. They say Sem, right? But the word is Shem. It says, they will be called children of the living God. So who are the true children of the living God? The Israelites. Okay, New Living Translation, NLT. Yet the time will come when Israel's people will be like the sands of the seashore, too many to count. Now you got to understand, the elite, the world leaders, they'll look at Brazilians. Oh, these are Brazilians. Those are Jamaicans. Those are Haitians. Those are Negroes, African Americans. Those are Haitians of Canada. Those are Nigerians. Those are Puerto Ricans. Those are Dominicans. Those people are Filipinos. Let's say you got a lot of Israelites in Philippines. Most Filipino Thai people, I believe, most of them are Israelites. Are the North American Indians. You got the North American Indians. You got the hundreds of tribes of the North American Indians, which are the Gadites. Gadites, that's a major tribe. The Brazilians, Asher, a major tribe. Levi, Judah, Benjamin, Simeon, the Cubans, the Mexicans. The Mexicans are raising hell in L.A. Those are our people. The devil shall come down upon you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. He's got to separate the tribes, bro. When the two kingdoms come together, that's when you're gonna be taken out. So that prophecy is coming to pass. So he's trying to break the prophecies. And then when the mark comes, don't listen to these other camps teaching you otherwise. The MOTB is a micro C hip, as we've been saying, and your mouths are gonna be shut when it actually is manifested. You're not my people. Nah, we're the people. You guys are anti-Semitics. It will be said, you are children of the living God. Who's saying it? The prophets. The prophets. English Standard Version. Yet the number of the children of Israel, the sons of Israel, shall be as like the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. And in that place has to be America, because all these different groups, these Israelite groups, these people waking up to Israel in this country and around the world, where they get it from? Our brand of Israelism, meaning the one West variety. It says this is why vocab comes against GMS. Now GMS is supposed to be, I guess through the years, they insignificant. Well, why you keep messing with us if we're so insignificant? Because we are significant. We are more significant than the IUIC and the ISBK put together, because we have what these guys don't have is 100% truth. I'll give them credit. They may have 95% truth, 98% truth, but they don't have 100. It says, and in the place where it was said to them, you are not my people, it shall be said to them, children of the living God. Let's go to the King James. Let's go to the New King James. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass in the place to be, where it was said to them, you are not my people. There it shall be said to them, you are sons of who are the sons of the living power? The Israelites. What is that? Exodus, I believe that's 4:22. You shall say unto Pharaoh, I'll go to that as a matter of fact. Let me see. Let me go to that as a matter of fact. I believe that's Exodus 4:22, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh. So who's speaking here? That's who's speaking here. And Yahweh said unto Moses, when thou goest and to return to Egypt. It says, and thou shalt say, this is Yahweh speaking to Moses, and Moses already knows who he's talking to him because he asked for his name and he gave him his name. He says, when you go to Pharaoh, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh, I'm here. This is what Yahweh told me to tell you, that you got to let them chillins go. Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my sons go. You got old Negro spirituals. Let my people go. And I say unto them, to thee, let my sons go. That's favoritism, vocab. That he may serve me, meaning that they may serve me. And if thou refuse to let them go, him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. In the place where it was said, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power, the living God. King James, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, of which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come. Now I mentioned the Brazilians, the North American Indians. There's many, many tribes of the North American Indians, the Seminole Indians, which are the Reubenites, the people of Santo Domingo, the people of DR, the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the people of all the islands down in South America, Central and South America, like I said, the Brazilians, the Argentinians, the Issacharites, the Mexicans. We're so huge that Esau classifies us as different nations. No, this is one nation. They're just a tribe. The Mexicans is just a tribe. It said, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Now, I want to go right from here. Okay, and the Lord and Yahweh said, name him Lo Amai, which means not my people. Lo, not M is people, and I is my, not my people. In the Hebrew is La'ah. What is it? I'm Yah, not my people. For you are not my people, and I am not your power. You got a situation. I went to Mexico with a chick I was engaged to get married, and we broke up, and we're gonna go to a trip. So we broke up, right? So she said, we still going to trip. I said, no, I'm not going to trip. I'm going to trip with you. We broken up. Oh, but come anyway. I said, what the fuck am I coming with you anyway? We don't deal with each other. I don't deal with you. Why am I gonna go with you? Then we went to Mexico. We got back together, and then she said, "Oh, I said, well, wait a minute. Didn't you say we wasn't the item?" And she said, "It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind." So this is what the Most High said. Nah, man, I ain't dealing with y'all no more. Nah, y'all, look, I'm not dealing with y'all. I'm not dealing. Y'all done messed up too many times. Your name kept coming up. But then, the Most High heard reunited, and it felt just making fun of it. It was always set up that the Most High going to turn his back on us, but then he's going to come back to us. The best example I can give you is when you got a chick, you break up, and y'all get back together. It says, ultimately, the ones that he said, you are not my people, which these commentators say, oh, that's talking about other No, it's not talking about other nations. It says, ultimately, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered or counted, and it shall this is Berean. And it will happen that in the very place where it was said to them, You are not my people. Where did people say? Did they say it in the Roman Empire? Did it? No, you're not the Israelites. No, during the Roman Empire 2,000 years ago. Oh, those are the Israelites over there. Those are the Canaanites. Those are the Ishmaelites. But those are the Israelites. So it ain't talking about the Roman Empire. Babylonians, Neo-Babylonian Empire. Nope, they were Israelites. Egypt, they were Israelites. During the time of the Greeks, Antiochus, he was making them say, "Don't call yourself Israelites." Some of them agreed, but a lot of them said, "Nah, I'm gonna still be an Israelite, even to death." The Maccabees didn't say, "Well, we Gentiles now. We're gonna go to the place of exercise." No, they said, "We Israelites, and we're gonna either kill you or die in the process." So it's not talking about under the authority of Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay? It's America. It's America. They will not, it says, "You are not my people." In the place where it says, "You are not my people," they will be called sons of the living power. They will be called the Israelites. Then the people of Judah and Israel, two kingdoms, will be gathered together. There's a spiritual move that this guy's doing, Trump is doing, to get rid of the Issacharites and kick them out the land, and he's gonna go from tribe to tribe. Because I believe, I don't have the inside scoop on it, but I believe that they got to upset the prophecies. All the prophecies are coming in. Herod the Great, right? Herod the Great of the Herodian dynasty, the patriarch of the Herodian dynasty, did not he go to these wise men of the East, the Magi, to find out? Because they said, "Oh, the Messiah is coming." And he said, let me know when he comes so I can worship him. And they said, "Nah, this guy ain't coming to worship him." And they mocked him. They didn't tell him. So he put out the decree. He put out a decree to kill all the babies, the Israelite babies. And it doesn't say male or female. It was only males, because he knew the Messiah was coming as a male, as a man. So they killed all the babies in that region, Bethlehem to be exact. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to that because he said two years and under, so that in killing all these thousands, hundreds of thousands of babies, we'll get the Messiah. But did not the angel Gabriel come to Joseph? And the angel Gabriel is dealing with Joseph and Mary. They both got visions and dreams. He said, "Go into Egypt." What was big in Egypt? You had a big community of Israelites living down there, so they would have to go down to Egypt. If anything, kill all. They ain't gonna do that. That was a powerful group of Israelites. So the reason why Herod did what he did with his men of war. Let me try something. Let me just put in men of war. I thought I was going to make this short, but it's not going to be short. Okay, men of war. Men of war just means the army. Okay. This is not what I want. And Herod and his men of... Let me do it this way. Let me come back to Google. Herod the Great ordered the babies to be killed or slaughtered. Let's see what comes up. okay. Herod the Great, king of Yahweh, ordered the execution of all male children. Now, when you read, I don't even think they mentioned male or female, but we know it was male, who are 2 years old and under, in the vicinity of Bethlehem, because he knew that he pinpointed Bethlehem because he knew that the Messiah was going to be born out of fulfilling the prophecy, which show you that he knew the prophecy, show you that the Magi, the wise men, knew the prophecy. Let's come over here. Okay, then Herod, when he saw that he was marked of the wise men, because he asked them, matter of fact, let me do this. Herod slaughters babies, but there were male babies. Okay, when he arose, 14 verse, and he took the young child and his mother by night and departed in Egypt. And was there until the death of Herod. They said, then Herod, when he saw that he was marked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth or angry, and sent forth and slew all the children. Now the word there in the Hebrew is bunyam, which is sons that were in Bayathlakam, the house of bread, and in all the coasts thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men, because they said, yeah, he's going to come out of Bethlehem in this time period. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremiah, the prophet, saying, in Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentation and weeping. I'm sorry, let me go to this here. But when Herod was dead, behold, the angel. Okay, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't go into detail. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, Herod the Great ordered his army. Let's see if it comes up different. Army to babies slaughtered. I'll put in babies. Why did Herod order? Okay, let me do this. Okay, Herod, the king of Judea, watches as his soldiers, which is men of war. Remember, when they grabbed Yahushai, it was his men of war that took Yahushai to Herod, one of Herod's sons, and he was a fan of Yahushai, and he wanted, oh, maybe this guy perform a miracle, do something. I heard about him, and he tried to communicate with the Lord. The Lord didn't say nothing to him, and he said, like, yeah, F you too, because he wasn't dealing with him. It says soldiers slaughtered the innocent children of Bethlehem in an attack to kill the infant Yahushai. Jesus doesn't mean anything. It's not English. It doesn't mean anything. It's just two syllable sounds. If it means Jesus means earth dirt, whom Herod feared would eventually seize his kingdom Because remember, the Romans looked at it as we physically using swords and spears and bows and arrows. No, it was a spiritual kingdom. The Most High is going to take this place down. According to Baka, or whatever his name is, 144,000 children were murdered. Okay, that's a spiritual number. I don't know how true that is. But anyway, Most High willing, I'll start dealing with this. I'll start going into the various versions of particular scriptures. So it led me to a lot of different places. See, the cross reference is Romans 9:25, because Paul made the statement, as he says in Hosea or OC, I will call them my people who are not my people, which are the Israelites, and I will call her my beloved who is not my beloved. And it will happen that in the very place where it was said to them, you are not my people, that's America, they will be called sons of the living power, the living God. Now it says place singer, it doesn't say places. So what the hell are you doing in Nairobi, Kenya, or Papua New Guinea, or Nigeria? That's not going to pan out. The focus is here in America, because America is a lake of fire. Anyway, with that, shalom, on to the next shalom.